Today we're diving deep into a high-stakes diplomatic and economic summit that has dominated headlines, the meeting between President Donald Trump and Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, or MBS, at the White House. This wasn't just a photo op, it was a carefully choreographed spectacle of high-level deal-making designed to project an image of renewed strategic partnership. The welcome was lavish, complete with a military flyover featuring some of the world's most advanced aircraft, a clear signal of the defense cooperation at the heart of this visit. The stakes are enormous, involving a potential $1 trillion in investments and a controversial offer of cutting-edge F-35 fighter jets. This is a relationship that has been turbulent, but this visit marks a clear attempt to reset and re-energize the alliance. We're going to break down exactly what was on the table, what this means for the future of both nations, and the complex geopolitical undercurrents that define this critical relationship in the Middle East. We'll explore the economic windfalls for the U.S., the strategic gains for Saudi Arabia, and the ethical tightrope the two nations are walking. The sheer scale of the proposed agreements is staggering, and it begins with a piece of military hardware that has been a long-standing point of contention: the F-35. The most immediate and eye-catching element is President Trump's stated intention to approve the sale of the U.S.-made F-35 Lightning II fighter jet to Saudi Arabia. This is a monumental decision. The F-35 is a fifth-generation stealth fighter representing the pinnacle of military aviation technology, and its transfer to any new country is a major geopolitical event. For decades, the U.S. has maintained a policy of ensuring Israel's qualitative military edge, or QME, which meant restricting the sale of such advanced weaponry to its regional neighbors. Crucially, Israel has long been the only country in the Middle East to possess the F-35. The sale to Saudi Arabia, which still requires congressional approval and is sure to face intense scrutiny, signals a profound shift in U.S. defense policy and a massive, immediate upgrade to the kingdom's military capabilities. It's a move that will reshape the balance of power in the Gulf. But the military hardware is only one piece of the puzzle. The economic component is arguably even more significant, and it's where the true scale of the deal comes into focus. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman arrived in Washington with a promise of massive investment, with some reports suggesting the total value of potential business deals and investments could reach up to $1 trillion. This isn't just about traditional oil trade, it's about a fundamental restructuring of the economic relationship, touching on everything from defense contracts to emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and even the transfer of American nuclear technology for civilian energy programs. The sheer volume of this financial commitment is what has captured the attention of Washington and Wall Street alike. So, why is the United States, under a new administration, rolling out the red carpet for such a controversial figure and offering such sensitive technology? The answer, as is often the case in international relations, is a pragmatic blend of economics and strategy. From an economic standpoint, $1 trillion is a powerful, undeniable motivator. The Saudi pledge to increase investments in the U.S. is a direct, massive injection of capital that translates directly into American jobs and economic activity across multiple sectors. The defense industry in particular stands to gain immensely. The F-35 sale alone is worth billions, supporting thousands of high-tech manufacturing jobs across the country, from the factory floor to the engineering labs. Beyond defense, the investments are slated for infrastructure, technology startups, and real estate, providing a significant boost to the U.S. economy. For President Trump, this aligns perfectly with his America First platform, allowing him to prioritize and tout massive financial deals as a clear, tangible win for the American worker and the national economy. Strategically, the relationship is viewed as an essential bulwark against shared regional rivals, most notably Iran. By strengthening Saudi Arabia's military and economic stability, the U.S. aims to solidify its long-term strategic position in the Middle East and counter the expansion of Iranian influence and its proxy groups. The deals, therefore, are framed not just as commercial transactions, but as essential components of a broader strategy to maintain regional security and American geopolitical clout. Furthermore, securing a long-term commitment from a major oil producer like Saudi Arabia also provides a degree of stability in global energy markets, which is a constant concern for U.S. foreign policy. For Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, this visit is perhaps even more critical. It is a crucial step in his long-term vision for Saudi Arabia and a necessary move to solidify his own standing on the world stage. MBS is the architect of Vision 2030, an ambitious, multi-trillion-dollar plan to fundamentally diversify the Saudi economy away from its near-total reliance on oil. The massive investments in U.S. technology, AI, and the pursuit of nuclear energy are all integral parts of this strategy. By partnering with leading American companies and securing access to cutting-edge U.S. technology, the kingdom gains the expertise and tools needed to build a modern, diversified post-oil economy. The F-35s, while a military asset, also serve a symbolic purpose, projecting an image of a powerful, technologically advanced nation ready to take its place as a global player. Perhaps even more critical, however, is the aspect of diplomatic rehabilitation. This visit marks MBS's first time on American soil since the 2018 killing of Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi, an event that severely damaged his international reputation and led to a period of diplomatic isolation. The warm reception from President Trump, who introduced the Crown Prince as a very good friend and praised his human rights record, serves as a powerful public signal to the world that the U.S. is willing to move past the controversy. For MBS, the White House visit is a de facto endorsement, helping to restore his legitimacy, clear the path for his Vision 2030 agenda, and silence critics who argue he should remain a pariah on the international stage. No discussion of this summit would be complete without acknowledging the deep complexities and controversies that underpin this alliance. The shadow of Jamal Khashoggi's murder looms large, serving as a stark reminder of the human rights concerns often sidelined in the pursuit of strategic goals. U.S. intelligence has concluded that MBS ordered the killing, a finding that the Crown Prince denies. President Trump's decision to dismiss a reporter's question about the matter as horrible and a terrible question highlights the purely transactional nature of his foreign policy, where economic and strategic interests appear to outweigh human rights concerns and democratic values. This approach is highly controversial and is sure to be a major point of debate in Congress as the F-35 deal moves forward. Furthermore, the F-35 sale has immediate and profound regional implications. Israel views the potential sale with deep concern, fearing it could erode their long-standing qualitative military advantage. While MBS expressed a desire to join the Abraham Accords and normalize relations with Israel, he insisted on a clear path to a two-state solution for the Palestinians first. This condition sets a high bar, suggesting that while the U.S. is pushing for a grand regional peace deal, the path remains fraught with political obstacles. The U.S. is essentially trying to broker a complex deal that satisfies the economic needs of its defense industry, the strategic needs of its Gulf ally, and the security concerns of its closest regional partner, Israel. It is a delicate and potentially volatile balancing act. The meeting between President Trump and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is a masterclass in realpolitik. It's a relationship defined by mutual need. The U.S. needs Saudi capital and strategic partnership to counter Iran and boost its economy, and Saudi Arabia needs U.S. security guarantees, advanced technology, and diplomatic cover to realize its ambitious future. The fighter jets and the trillion-dollar promises are not just headlines. They are the tangible evidence of a deeply intertwined future. While the visit was marked by fanfare and mutual praise, the true measure of its success will be seen in the coming years. Whether the deals materialize, whether regional stability is enhanced without compromising Israel's security, and how the U.S. navigates the ethical tightrope of its strategic alliance. This summit has set the stage for a new high-stakes chapter in U.S.-Saudi relations, one that promises both immense opportunity and significant controversy. That's all the time we have for today's Global Insight. Thank you for tuning in.
Wow.